Albion Park Harness Racing this Saturday night, 10 race program, and it's a good card as well. We kick off nice and early at 5:06, and the opening race is an absolute ripper, but the highlight without doubt is the free-for-all, race number 6, the Remembering Sovereign Cloud Open. It features Colt 31, Northview Hustler back in action, and a number of other speedsters, so there's a lot to look forward to in this edition of Weekend Winners. We are going to speak with Paul Dybert, Nathan Dawson and Hayden Barnes. Paul Dybert's now joining us to go through his book of drives for Saturday night, and we'll start with race 1. This is probably the highlight of the night now. I know we've got a very good free-for-all, but this first race is an absolute cracker. Paul Dybert is driving Just a Little Talk. Paul, on paper, gate 12 doesn't read all that well, but when you look at the in-form runners in this field, the amount of pressure, probably not a bad spot to be.
No, definitely. She's had a little break, and I think they're going to try to take it for the mares race down at Menangle, so she will improve for the run, that's for sure. But looking at all the inside runners, and they're all in form and racing real well, there is going to be a lot of heat on early. It's over the 2100, so I should be able to get in the race.
The fact that we haven't seen her for a couple of weeks, I don't think that's a negative, because her fresh record is very good.
Definitely, she does race better fresh, and the speed and tempo of the races these days, it's pretty hard, especially for mares. They just needed that little break, and she does race better, way better fresh.
So the trick is for this race, for you, just finding that right horse to follow. If you could be 3 deep with cover over the latter part, you would be more than thrilled with that position, I'm sure.
Definitely. The tempo of the race is going to be very crucial in what horses I'm following, and if they can get me into the race, because they're going to be running at least 54 tempo again.
Okay, well, that's Just a Little Talk in race 1, an absolute ripping race to start the program. Race 4, here's a horse that's in form, Got a Moment. Last start winner, nice trailing draw, looks very, very hard to beat.
Definitely, he's goes a lot better when he's hasn't been used early, and he's got the draw to not be used at all. So, no, it's good. I've just got to stay off and just hopefully they go a bit harder early, because he isn't the easiest horse to drive, but yeah, he's flying. He's run his PB last start. He didn't really have that good of a Tamworth trip, but he went real good in the heat, just unlucky, and flew home late to run third. So, yeah, he's raced well on the Tuesday, so hopefully backs up and does it all again Saturday night.
All right, the fact that you're following out Cardles from Heaven seems pretty much ideal, because he looks like he's going to be the horse to beat. So if you're glued to his back, he's going to know you're there at the finish.
Definitely, Cardles from Heaven does have the speed to get into a better spot than if he does cross over. I just don't know where I'm going to be at. But if I am on his back and we are fighting out the finish, he will know where I am.
All right, he looks a terrific chance. Got a Moment. Race 6, this is the free-for-all on Saturday night, the Remembering Sovereign Cloud Open. Mac Alert, gate 7. You'd think front row draw over a mile, Mac Alert, you'll take it. But when you look what's drawn to your inside, it's not going to be an easy assignment for you.
No, definitely. I don't know what the trainer will want me to do from barrier 7. My last drive on him was down at Menangle, and I got the cash with the better draw. But as you said, there's some very good talent inside us, and it's going to be an exciting race. It's not a full field, so that's going to be the plus for us.
The victory at Menangle, how long ago are we talking?
Oh, at least 9 months ago.
Okay. Recent form, very good. So you're just hoping for that genuine tempo, but as we know, it's not easy. Draw, luck in running plays a big role in these free-for-allers. So if he gets any sort of breaks going his way, he won't be too far off.
Definitely, he's been hitting the line hard when he hasn't drawn well, and when he's drawn well, he's always been in the money. So it is going to be a hard race. They all can run 52, and they might even go to try and break the track record this week. There's a couple of first up runners. Whether they're going to be driving them tough, you just don't know. It's going to be an exciting race to watch.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We look forward to the action. So of those 3 runners that we've just spoken about, which one are you most keen on?
Yeah, probably the Graham Dwyer trained.
Got a Moment?
Got a Moment, yeah. He's racing well, as you said, and he's been racing real well at Albion Park. He just didn't handle Tamworth as good as we'd hoped. But, yeah, when you're stepping back out onto Albion Park, he's a lot better to drive.
Well, we'll take the tip, Paul. Appreciate the time. We'll see you trackside.
Thank you.
Nathan Dawson jumps in the hot seat to talk to us about his drives on Saturday night, and the first cab off the rank is his own horse, Casino Tommy. Race 1, number 1. Nathan, he scored a long overdue victory last week. It was thoroughly deserved.
Yeah, that's right. We've been going very well without a lot of luck, and luckily last week it planned out well for us and we got the win.
You had to watch from the sidelines last week with the victory.
Yeah, that's right. It's different to the usual thing, but I'm glad he got up for the owners.
Now, this is a great race, this first race. So much form, so much depth. Gate 1, do you feel confident you can lead from the inside draw?
Yeah, I definitely think he's got the speed if I want to hold. There's definitely options there, but his racing pattern's probably best to be toughing it out.
All right, Secret Agent Tycoon, a very impressive winner last week. You know this guy, you've sat behind him numerous times. Is he the main threat?
Yeah, I think so. I also think Tennyson Bromack is a good horse. Draw doesn't help him being out wide, but definitely one of the ones to beat.
Is Casino the Tommy the type of horse that just keeps improving every time you step him out?
Yeah, he's always been an honest horse. He tries his heart out, which is the best thing about him. So as long as he puts his best foot forward again, which I'm pretty confident he will, it should be hard to beat.
All right. Race number 3, Random Task. He was unplaced last week. It was a strange old race, that one in the end, but Euro bought him 2 starts ago when he proved successful. He's a strong type, and when he gets things to suit, he's a very determined horse.
Yeah, that's right. He's a nice horse. His win 2 starts ago is very good, and hopefully with the right luck, it'll be pretty hard to beat.
You've got plenty of speed to your inside and to your outside with this race.
Yeah, that's right. We used to drive him pretty tough, but the way he won 2 starts ago gives you more options. So hopefully with a bit of luck and running, he'll be right there in the finish.
All right, we jump across to the trot. You're driving Springbank Eden, I should say, a last starter runner-up behind Rosehill Magic. What can we expect from Springbank Eden this week?
Hopefully he goes good. He can do things wrong. If we step away, which is a bit of hit and miss, he should be in the finish. So hopefully we can step away good and then dictate the terms.
All right, well, 3 good chances there, no doubt about it. What's the pick of that trio?
I like Casino Tommy. I think he's going well and he's got the draw on his side.
All right, appreciate the time. We'll see you trackside.
Thank you.
Hayden Barnes is now joining us, and Hayden's involved in this very strong opening race on Saturday night as well. He's picked up the drive on Clarkey, drawn the inside of the second row, but he does follow out a good beginner in Casino Tommy. Hayden, you've never sat behind this guy. What are you expecting?
No, I haven't. I expect him to go pretty good. He's a good sit sprint horse, and he's got that nice draw to trail through, so he should go pretty close, I reckon.
Are you confident that you can hold the back of Casino Tommy?
It's a bit tricky with him. I do know sometimes he doesn't muster that good, but we'll see what happens and see how he gets out the gate.
As I've outlined a number of times, this is a super strong race to kick off the card.
It is. It's a very tricky race, and there's a lot of good horses in it, so it's a good race to start the night.
All right. Race 3, this is a really good drive here, Dapper. He comes up with gate 2. He's always thereabouts, and this looks a race well within his reach.
Yeah, it does. He's had to freshen up now, and he should be back ready to go, and he's got that good draw, but he's going to be very nice.
There's plenty of speed around you. You've got a good beginner on your inside and major currency, all the pace on your outside. Where would you like to be?
Ideally, he'd be in front because he wheeled off some pretty slick last half. But last time he led over the 2100, so if he can do that again, he's going to take some catching.
All right, well, that's Dapper in race number 3, and we saved the best till last. I'm sure you're excited about this one. This is a great race. This is the free-for-all. Northview Hustler back in action. We haven't seen him since late September. He's had 2 trials in readiness for this race on Saturday night, and you're taking on Colt 31. You are drawn on his inside. What can punters expect?
They should expect him to race pretty good after his trial. He's pulled up really good. We'll be pressing forward and seeing where we end up.
He went unbelievable time in that trial. Were you surprised by that time? Did you expect to go that sort of time?
I didn't expect it to go that quick, no, just because he didn't have that hard of a trial the week before and he only ran up the straight. So to come out, keep rolling around to the front and just keep peeling off those quarters and did that pretty easy.
It looks like they could go perhaps just as fast, if not quicker, looking at this field on Saturday night.
Yeah, there is potential speed there to go faster, so it'll be an interesting little race and we see what happens.
Are you happy with his condition?
I am. He's probably 1 week off sort of in this race where you'd like him to be, but after that trial he's going to be a lot sharper.
All right, well, they're 3 good drives. Is it Northview Hustler that you're looking forward to most?
It is, just because he's such a nice horse, but I'm looking forward to driving Dapper as well.
All right, appreciate the time. We'll see you trackside.
Thank you.
if you're looking for a good bet this weekend, I think we give Cardles from Heaven another chance. I know he's been a little costly these past couple, but I think with his good draw on Saturday night, he's going to go very close. So I'm marking race 4, number 2, Cardles from Heaven, as my early good bet for the program. As I said, it's a wonderful card of racing. If you are betting or gambling, please do so responsibly.